Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
On one, ready?
Here's Burrow to throw right away. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over first down at their own 13-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A man who missed all of 2021. This is J.K. Dobbins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. The Ravens at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here we go. Here we go. Burrow going to keep it himself. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
11 mighty.
In motion left is Beckham. Mixon with a first down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Justin Matabike firing across the line there and planting him for a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
11.
Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow able to find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 26. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the end of the first quarter with the score Bengals 7, Ravens 0.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
The question for Mixon was, after an injury-riddled 2020, will he be back to his old self in 2021? And not only was he back, he was even better. He set career highs across the board, finished top 4 league-wide in yardage and touchdowns.
11.
Back to Mixon on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Calais Campbell on the stop.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
2 minutes going by, second quarter.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here's Jackson.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
12, 12, 12. 11
Beckham goes in motion left.
11
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
12, 12.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Here we go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Hey, middle.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 31, Jackson. And
his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And
He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Yeah. 6 yards left on second down. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action now. Jackson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
13. Let's go. Get out. Get in. Hey, shot. Get out.
Throwing is Jackson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his... Something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10.
Hey, report. Report.
Now it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he probably should have been down earlier, but they do finally get to him 3 yards short of the line to gain. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Yo.
4th down. Here's Jackson. It's complete to Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DJ Reader breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Mixing up the middle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. Now this goes out wide for Drake. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Here we go, here we go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. In motion left is Beckham. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's got room. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Here we go.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A handoff, running left, Mixon. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Gun. Shot. 11-90.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 14 yards. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt.